everyone. How are you? All right, let's take a look and see who is here. We have got, let's see, Ronnie. Hello, Ronnie. Ronnie would like to visit Paris. So the question of the day today is if you could visit any one place, where would it be? And Ronnie chose Paris, but Scotland is a close second, she says. Hi, Sigrid. Hello, Dee. Let's see. Yana says, my homeland, Latvia. Very nice. Ashley says, oh my God, I stayed up. I can be here. I'm so proud of you. And Ashley also says she wants to go to UK the most, but basically everywhere she can. I love it. Hi, Kenny. Frederica says, Thailand, Tuscany, province. Hallelujah. All right. Let's see. How are you, Frederica? And then Kenny says we would live in Hawaii again, only if my daughter and Bailey went with us. I love that. Yeah, so you got to have the family with you. All right, let's scroll on down. Let's see. Christine, hello. Shannon, hello. Right, Kenny, me too. I don't know if anybody saw the page that Black Canary did, Irena. But just absolutely gorgeous. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Catherine. Catherine says Germany or Scotland. Very nice. Scotland is definitely... I've been to Scotland, but I feel like I just didn't get to see everything. Let's see. Let's see. Shannon says, I don't fly or float. So, okay, Shannon. Then for you, where would you visit? Okay, 2 questions. If you did fly or float, where would you visit? You know. In another universe, but since you don't float or fly, what place would you visit that you could drive to? I mean, because technically you could get to South America by car. I suppose it just depends on how far and how long you're willing to drive. Let's see. Who do we got? Catherine says Florida or Florida. Florida might be first. That's fair. Let's see. Mona. Hello, Mona. Let's see. Yeah, Canada. Yeah, what Dee says. You got Canada, Mexico, South America. You can drive to all of those. Let's see. However, I would go to Canada or the UK if I was the flying type. See, there you go. But you can drive to Canada. I've been to Canada. It's really pretty in Canada. Hi, Tanya. How are you, Tanya? Your page was looking beautiful. Let's see. Scrolling down. Okay, I think I got everyone. If I missed anyone, I apologize, but welcome everyone. We are going to be doing a page from Floral Wonderland. The link is in the description below. This is by the wonderfully talented Rachel Reinert. Hello, Ev. How are you? She has a number of other books, including Botanical Wonderland, Desert Wonderland. I feel like I'm missing a regular color. No, I think it's just those 3. And then she also has Color Workshop, which I cannot recommend enough. She covers everything you need to know. Okay, so in a universe, Shannon, where gas was free, okay? In a universe where gas was free, or better yet, in a universe where a car didn't need gas, like Flintstone style, you know, I'm just kidding. But seriously, in a universe where gas was free, so it wasn't a problem. Oh, Ev, thank you. Can I get some hypes in chat for Ev? Exclamation point, hype. Oh, I can't spell. You almost got a high-ope. There we go. Thank you, Ev. I appreciate you. Shannon says, oh, then I'm there. Okay, so if gas didn't cost anything and you could make it there in a car, where would you want to go, Shannon? Oh, it's good, Yana. This is her newest one. It's so good. So it's flipping through here tonight, trying to decide, Lurky Magoo. Ashley, I love that. Like, if you didn't already have a command, because I think you have a command that has your channel, and Shannon's already got dibs on exclamation point Lurky, I would change yours to like Lurky Magoo. I absolutely love that. So this is the page that I chose. It is like a terrarium, like a glass terrarium. You can see where the flowers and the leaves are out. So this part here is going to be open. This part here is all glass. So I've got a couple ideas about how I want to color it. Let's see. Loretta says, lurking partially, coloring a mermaid page from Kristen Gloriosink. Finally, after having them printed out for years. I don't think I've heard of them. Shannon, don't you dare. Oh, awesome. So this is what we're using today, Black Widows. This is my color chart that has literally all the sets on here. I have this thing about liking to have all of the colors on one single page. And there's 180 total pencils. But you can purchase, obviously, there is the light tone set, the dark tone set. There's Black Widow, Scorpion. Gosh, I can't even remember. I also have this chart here, and you can find all my charts on my website, emilyillustrator.com/downloads, or you can type in !website. But I have these two here, where I have them separated into their sets. Oddly enough, I have not gotten around to laminating these. I keep forgetting until I use them, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't laminated these. But so yeah, there is the Monarch set, Dark Tones, Light Tones, Dragon set, Scorpion set, Cobra set, and Black Widow set. If you are only going to get one set, I would probably recommend the Black Widow set because it's got the widest variety, I think. Yeah, because it's got more blue than the Cobra set. But anyway, so there's a lot of pencils. Ooh, nice, Loretta. To all my coloring friends, so we could do buddy colors together. Oh, that would be fun, Evelyn. Hi, Christina. How are you? So anyway, this is what we're gonna dive into tonight. I have all my pencils here in this big old case. So let's move this book aside. That is the one nice thing about this new book that she did, is that the pages are single-sided and they're perforated. So they're super easy to take out, which is just music to my ears, considering how often I actually cut my pages out. So this is what we are going to work on. Now, let's see, what do I want to work on first? The outside or the inside? I'm kind of wanting to start on the outside. Hi, Yuna, how are you? Oh, you're sweet, Ev. She's being prezzies to everyone. So let's dive in. Let's start off slow. Let's work on the frame of this. And the way that I'm going to color this is that everything within the open window is going to be a bit more vibrant than the items in the back. And we're not going to do the glass yet. And the reason behind this is I want to, oh, awesome, Catherine. I'm thinking that we'll do a little bit of a background. So I don't want to do the glass on top until we get everything behind the glass colored. So we're going to start with a warm-up by doing the frame of the terrarium first. Loretta says, I may forego coloring on mine in order to watch you color because I love bottle or container illustrations normally. Oh, awesome. Well, there's a lot of them in that book. Back of my SUV will be full of pencils and books. Hello, Christina. I love prezzies. Well, honestly, who doesn't? Hi, Sigrid. How are you? All right, so let's start with... Let's do this in kind of a wood color, and there are plenty of browns available in the Black Widow set. So we're gonna bring this big old beast over here because it is a beast of a set. I mean, it's got to hold, I think this is supposed to hold more than 200, because I've also got this back page I haven't used yet. You know why I got this case for it is because rolling our cart, there you go. I was planning ahead for when they eventually release another set of Black Widows, and I wanted to have them all in this set. So let's go ahead and pick out our brown colors. So let's start with, let's see, I think Huntsman. I've used a fair amount of these browns too, so when I start to run out, I try to be fairly cognizant of what I'm using so I don't use up all of one color. So we're going to start with Huntsman, which is from the Black Widow set number 117. And also, if you're getting these sets now, they have started remaking them to where all the ends are dipped, because obviously you can see with the Black Widow, it's got a different end. So he's eventually going to make them all uniform. Hi, Allie. How are you? All right, so we're going to do Huntsman. And then let's grab, because we don't have a ton of space, we're definitely going to grab Spiderweb because I want that to be kind of like the highlight color a little bit. Let's do Huntsman and thinking Tarantula. Okay. So let's start with those. So what I want to do on this frame is I want to create a bit of a highlight, but it's going to hopefully, like, it's not just going to be a staple side that I am adding the highlight on. I'm wanting to kind of showcase where the highlights would be. So let's give these a, Okay, so that is Tarantula. I still haven't replaced the battery in this. I keep saying I'm going to, but I feel like I'm just going to wait until it just cannot sharpen it anymore. You know, a true test of how long the battery lasts on this. Okay, so I'm gonna sit up in my seat here. All right, so we are going to start with the Huntsman. Is that yeah, Huntsman is going to be the first one. These are all like spider ones. Well, I guess they're from the Black Widow set. So Huntsman is a spider. We have a tarantula and spider web. We are coincidentally using all of the Black Widow pencils. Thank you, Steve. Steve brought me some tea. Yep, it's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I do have a command for tea now. Hi, Michaela. I do have a command for tea now. Exclamation point adagio. I updated that. All right, so let's go ahead and start. Let's start over here. So, make sure the mic is in here a little bit. Hi, Celine. How are you? Okay, so Huntsman is what we're going to start with. And we're just going to start layering in our shadows. Okay. I have plans for this one. Ideally, we will only do 2 streams on this, but I'm really kind of excited for how this one's going to turn out, and I don't want to rush it, and I want to make sure that you all can kind of see what I have planned for it. Okay, so I'm going to follow it up here. So I'm trying to remember the name of this artist. There's an Instagram that I follow. Oh, right. Haha. Thank you, Shannon. And let's get this in focus here too. There we go. Okay. All right, there we are. I just woke up, so have my coffee and watching you chatting to friends. Oh, awesome. I'm glad. But it's like, I want to say it's CJ Hendry. I think it's the Instagram name. I'm having a hard time remembering. But they are working on an exhibit in New York. But they do a lot of like floral kind of stuff, and they do like they make these metal plates and they do embossing. I forget why I followed them initially, but they're really cool. But the interesting thing is they're releasing a special edition coloring book that's going to be available for purchase online and at the art show. And it's like, this person isn't known for doing coloring books, but like I perked up at the special edition. It's got this special like case around the outside that has an embossed cover on it. Like, it's really fancy. I don't know how much it's going to cost. I mean, if it's an arm and a leg, I'll probably skip it because, I mean, honestly, do I need more books? But I'm definitely intrigued. Oh, thanks, Christina. Just because of, like, the embossing and the special, like, cover for it. And I'm like, holy heck, man. That's a pretty fancy coloring book. But yeah, I think it's CJ Hendry. H-E-N-D-R-Y, I think is the name of the account. But they're working on this really cool display in New York City. And then I just saw them announce like, oh, and we'll have this coloring book. And I'm like, ooh, hello. Sip of water here. I'm going to put that over here. There we go. Loretta, it's a coloring book for this person doing this art show. I don't know much about it, short of they showed it on their stories, and I was like, ooh, pretty. Ooh, nice, Sigrid. Mac and cheese bites. Wait, what are mac and cheese bites? Is that like little mac and cheese, like rolled into a ball? Because that sounds intriguing. All right, so we're doing Huntsman still. We'll switch off here in a minute so that we are kind of switching back and forth a little bit. I also want to make sure we stay in frame. What is this? Let's see. What book is this from? Oh, this is from Floral Wonderland by Rachel Reinert. It's this one here. The link for it is in the description below. But yeah, Rachel Reinert. But boring stuff, facial tissue, new plunger, air blower. Yeah, but see, you need those things. I mean, if you didn't have facial tissue or a plunger, like, I don't know. What happens when you need that plunger? And you're like, dang, I should have got that plunger. You'll be glad you got the plunger. Everybody needs a new plunger sometimes. We got new plungers when we moved to the house. I mean, you got to have a plunger for the bathroom. You just gotta. All right, so now we're gonna grab Tarantula. It's a little bit more brown. We're going to go over the Huntsman. We're also going to go really light because I want to make sure I can fit in the highlight color and get it blended in as well. Okay. But yeah, this page just really intrigued me. I remember like kind of drifting towards it when we first got the book too, and I seriously debated about having this be our first page when we colored it. Exactly. A plunger is good to have. Ooh, nice, Ashley. Yeah, now you can see. Seeing is good. We actually need to go get little Emily's eyes tested. It's time for her yearly thing. When we did it last time, they suspected that she would need glasses soon, so it's pretty much only a matter of time. So we'll just keep getting her checked till it's time. All right, let's go ahead and do this part here. They're interesting angles, so trying to figure out where the highlights go, that takes a minute. Okay. We still in frame? Let's shift down just a little bit. Ooh, black beans and rice. Nice. Ev, yeah, that'll be a reason for a new plunger then. Well, to be fair, he was probably very happy when he was doing it. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and do this here. We're using the Huntsman. Okay. And let's do along this base. Okay. Let's grab the tarantula. I've gone to like 4 years. Ah, okay. Oh no, Shannon, what happened? If it helps, we just got new kitty litter boxes for the cats. So, you know, plunger, kitty litter, it's all a theme. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. What happened, Shannon? Put a little bit of tarantula there. Okay, let's go ahead and go in with the spider web. And this is just the first layer. We're gonna go darker on this as well. We're not gonna do these back here yet because these are gonna be behind the glass. And they're going to be fairly faded because you're looking through another pane of glass here. Really? Oh, awesome, Ev. Okay, so spiderweb's going to cover our highlight point. Hey, Steve. Thanks, Kenny. Okay. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna need to get out a blender as well. Realized I didn't grab one for this. But let's go ahead and grab a blender here. Let's see. There we go. That was kinda long. We're gonna grab a little sharpener for it. They can be sometimes. Bed number 12, or maybe 13, lasted all of 15 minutes until two holes mysteriously appeared in it from certain four-legged. Oh no, Riker. Riker's naughty. Bad puppy. All right, so now let's go ahead and grab Huntsman again, and we're gonna go a little bit darker this time. Now that we're starting to get some of these colors in. Okay. Here we go. Not a people bed. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Deborah's choice for the one place to visit would be the Vatican. Ooh, that's cool. Steve, I know you went to Italy, but did you ever go to the Vatican? I can't remember. I know you went to a lot of places there. Okay, let's see. Let's go a little bit darker here. Using the sharper point. Ah, yes. Okay, so Steve did go to the Vatican. There you go, Deborah. You can ask him all your questions. Wonder why, right, Shannon? Oh, nice, Ev. Okay. So just going in with the Huntsman, making this a little bit darker. Okay. Yay, Steve! All right, now we're gonna grab the tarantula. Okay. Then we're gonna go in with our blender and see how much this darkens up, and then we'll add more according to that. So I want to make sure that the highlight doesn't disappear. We may even break out a little bit of Posca for the highlight. There we go. Yeah, flowers are always fun to work on. All right, let's go ahead and use our blender, and we're gonna see how much this darkens up here. And then we will add more on top. See, that red in that tarantula is really coming out. So we're gonna use that Huntsman again. Okay. All right, I need to grab my dusting brush here. Yeah, even quite a few years ago. Okay, so now we're gonna do Huntsman again. We're gonna go over that tarantula just a bit. I think we're actually gonna grab another darker color as well. Let's get coal, I think. Let's see, that's charcoal. Let's see, coal is Monarch number 110. Let's see, that's Dungeon. Coal, here we go. Hi, Pamela, how are you? Somewhere less humid, I guess. Yeah, Florida's pretty humid. Okay, well, what about just visiting? Like, if you could take Mary and Mama with you, like, for sure, and you could just go visit somewhere, where would you visit? Like, all expenses paid, you know, even if like, you wanted someone, like, somebody else making all the food, like, everything. Absolutely everything. No stress whatsoever. Everything was taken care of. Like, where would you go? I love that you start the preface with, I'm not that old, but... Wait, did I say Belinda? Belinda! Hello, Belinda. How are you? All right, so we are using coal. Okay, we're gonna go quite a bit darker on this edge, and then we're gonna go over the tarantula a little bit to kind of tone down some of that red. But I want to keep those highlights if I can. There we go. Just over that just a little bit. Ooh, yeah, Ireland. You think Mary would let someone cook for her? Oh, that started making pizza. That would be cool. He is super Steve. Oh, Thailand. Thailand would be cool. Oh, Allie says Jamaica. Yes, very much so. I mean, it's hard to choose just one place, obviously. I did say only one. So if I had to only go with one, like my instinct is to say Scotland, but I've already been there. So I guess I'd want to choose somewhere new. Korea would be cool. Korea would be very cool. New Zealand would also be really enjoyable, I think. Trying to think where else. Maybe Paris. Paris would be nice. Oh, but Canada's so pretty. Scottsdale, Arizona. All right, staying in the home. Let's see. Loretta says, what do you think would be a darker pencil? Oh, let me read that again. What do you think would be a darker pencil for shading to match CB50 Fire? Good for me, didn't think about it, and I realized it's not dark enough. CB50 Fire. Let's see. Well, anything darker would be, but I would probably, if I was wanting to stick to the reds, I would do, like, if CB50 Fire was your lightest color, I would also grab probably Ladybug and maybe Burgundy. If you were going with a green to shade it, I would choose Fizz. But yeah, Burgundy, or not Burgundy, sorry, Brown Bug. Brown Bug is always good. I use that one a lot. Right, Ashley? I love it. I love having all of them on there. For the deepest shadows, then yeah, I would probably go with, if I was doing it, deepest shadows, depending on what else there was, probably Brown Bug or like Fang Green, depending on what other blends I had with it. It's hard to say without, you know, seeing it there in front of me. Oh, very nice, Ev. Yeah, perfect. It's easy when I've got the swatch sheet right out in front of me. All right, so coal. All right. You know, I think I might want to even go a little bit darker than coal. We're gonna go crazy, and we're gonna grab Black Widow. I'm getting a black. They're like, I'm starting to, I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel the blacks. Let's see. It is number 111. It's so not me. Living on the edge. All right. I'm gonna do a nice, heavy, dark color at the base. And we're gonna lightly go over it. Like, who even am I using these blacks? I mean, honestly. Invasion of the color snatchers over here. Okay. Going nice and dark here. And along this baseline here. Kind of over everything else. I just really want those highlights to really pop. I want to make sure that we've got enough contrast on here. There we go. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. I am headed to the dark side. They have cookies. Okay. Let's see, a little bit more here. Right? It has changed me. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Cobbly wobbly. I like it. I'm embracing the blackness. All the dark colors. I mean, we might have to like do a pastel picture just to like detox a little bit. All right. Like we'll have to break out the pastel set of pencils. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and shift down. Let's go ahead and do the rest of this frame. That way it can be all done and we can move on with that. No, I take it back. I'm gonna move these aside. So the rest of these frame colors are going to be that. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. Let's see. Let's move on to some flowers. I don't really know what these are, so we're gonna make them our own thing. My best guess would be some sort of leafiness. right? She's so good, Loretta. Come to the dark side. I know, right? Let's see. Sounds good, Sigrid. So let's actually work on the flower. And what colors do I want to do on the flower? I am leaning towards like kind of reddish orangey is what I'm thinking. So let's see, for our darkest color, burgundy is number 77. I like that color a lot. Let's do burgundy. Let's grab Ruby Rose, 159. Okay, Ruby Rose, and that is from the Dragon set. So we have Burgundy from the Scorpion set, Ruby Rose from the Dragon set. Ooh, yeah, it could be some kind of mushroom. All right, so Ruby Rose. Now I want to start inching into the oranges. So from Ruby Rose, let's go to, let's see, Delicious Pink. Okay, let's see, from the Scorpion set, number 41. Let's see. Number 41. Hang on, I gotta find it here. Scorpion number 41. Here we go. Delicious Pink. Then from Delicious Pink, we're gonna go into Fudge, which is the Monarch set number 106. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Monarch set number 106. It's close to Delicious Pink. That's the one thing is when you have this many pencils, it takes a minute to find everything. It's a big set. All right, so Fudge is 106. So now we've gone into the warmer colors. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see. All right, so from Fudge, we're going to go to, let's see, Saffron. Okay, so Saffron is more near the beginning. Saffron is the light tone set number 002. Okay, let's see. It is sitting next to... See, I even lost it on the list. Holy heck, where did it go? Oh my gosh, I don't see it. All right, guys, help me out here. Where did Fudge go? Did I make up a color? Oh no, Saffron. I said Saffron. Oh my gosh. Fudge was this one. We're moving to Saffron. Oh my word. Okay, Saffron is right here. Right here. Okay, Saffron. So that's kind of orangey. And now we're gonna move over to, from Saffron to, let's see, do I want to go lighter orange? No, we're going to go from Saffron to Tanned. So SC number 38. We're getting a lot here, folks. Tanned is next to Sherbet and Rust. Here we go. Tanned. And then we will grab, from Tanned, we'll go to, let's see, let me look at these oranges up here. From Tanned, I think we're gonna grab Carrot. Okay, quite a selection of colors here. So let's get them all sharpened. All right, so the colors that I've chosen, oh, and we'll grab a green for, we won't rule out using black. Ooh, Saber. Saber is good. That's one of the things I love about the new Dragon sets is their darker colors are just wonderful. I love them. Okay, so Saber is from Dragon set number 151. Here we go. All right, and that will be our contrasting color. So let's give these all a quick sharpen, and we are about to dive in on a pretty epic flower here. I'll go over the colors one more time for anybody that's following along before we jump in here. Okay. And here. Almost done. I grabbed a lot of colors. You guys will have to give me a second. Okay. So here are our colors that we are going to be using on this flower. Okay, so we have Burgundy. We've got Ruby Rose. We've got Delicious Pink. Then we have Fudge, Saffron, Tanned, Carrot, and Saber. Okay? So those are our colors. If we grab any more, I will let you know. I'm gonna get a quick sip here. This is the flower that we're working on. Okay, so we're gonna start with burgundy. Let's make sure we can zoom in a little bit here so you can see what we're working on. Here we go. Let's make sure we're in focus. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with burgundy. Okay, and we're gonna start out with just these lines. I mean, because if you look at any kind of flower, leaf, you can see close up that they've got kind of almost veins on them, and that's what we're gonna be working with. Okay. So this is gonna be the first layer. Okay, now we're gonna move on to Ruby Rose. Not too different, but I want to make sure that we can do kind of a slow gradient fade here. Think of it kind of like we're doing hair. Lots of little flicks. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and grab Delicious Pink. Moving up into the lighter pinks. Okay. Now we're going to move into, yep, lots of flicking on flowers, exactly. We're going to move on to Fudge. Like I said, this is just the first layer because I'm actually going to want to bring in some darkness around this middle line here. So I'm just going to slowly kind of work all this in. All right, and then we're going to use Saffron. Feel free to go over where the purple and pink already are. Then we're going to use Tanned. And then we're going to grab Carrot. I'm going to go from the tip of the petal here. Now, Carrot's a pretty orangey color in comparison to the light orange colors we were using. So we're going to work this in a little bit more. Okay. Guys headed to bed? All right, love you. Get some sleep. Oof, headphones. All right, love you. Get some sleep.
I will.
Okay, look out for the water. There you go.
Hi, Jack.
All right, good night. Okay. Sounds good, Kenny. All right, so that is the first layer of kind of just mapping out some of these colors. Gosh, I feel like this is still like out of focus, but I think it's just my eyes. I think we're okay. Yeah, because I'm pushing focus. That's focus as it's gonna get. All right, so now we're gonna use burgundy again. Oh, thanks, Ashley. All right, so we're gonna use burgundy. And now we're gonna start to kind of shape in some of the shadow. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit on the side. But what I want to make sure we do is bring it up the middle as well. And where the petals overlap. So I'm using burgundy right now. Bring some of that up. Okay. Now we're going to grab the Ruby Rose. And it's kind of coming around the edge a little bit. And up the middle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the carrot again. Okay. And we're going to bring this down and also in the middle. But we're also going to bring some carrot down at the base as well. I want to make sure we kind of bring in some of that orange. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and grab the tanned. Oh, no, wait, sorry. Delicious Pink is next. That's my bad. All right, so Delicious Pink. Okay, and we're also going to bring some of that Delicious Pink up on the top and bring that down. Okay. Then we're going to grab, thank you, Deborah. Oh, thanks, Celine. Then we're going to grab fudge. Okay. Now we're going to grab saffron. I know it seems like a lot of colors to use all in one, but I mean, if you're gonna do it, have fun while you do it. All right, so now Delicious Pink Fudge. Exactly. Is pink fudge an actual thing? Like, is this something I should have tasted at one point? Okay, so now we're gonna use Sabre. This is our green. A little bit there. We're also going to use it under this petal where it overlaps. Okay. Bring it up on the side. And this is the Sabre pencil from the Dragon set. Okay, and now we're gonna grab that coal. Oh, strawberry flavored. Okay, not a usual flavor. Gotcha. All right, let's see. That is Huntsman. I want to use coal. Strawberry or cherry fudge. Okay, okay. All right, so now we're gonna use coal. I think if I ever eat fudge, it's usually around Christmas time, but it's just so rich. Like, it's like one bite will tide you over for like 5 years. Okay. It's coal there. Bring it up in the middle just a little bit. All right, let's grab our Sabre again. Hi, Michelle. I am doing well. How are you? All right, so now we're going to grab Sabre. Bring that up again. Just a little bit. Okay, now we are going to grab the burgundy. Okay, don't be afraid to bring that up into your other colors. It's all about building up those layers. Okay. Then we're going to grab the Ruby Rose. I don't have all these names memorized yet. If it was Prismacolors, I could call them out without looking at them, but this one I gotta look a little bit. Okay, so Ruby Rose. All right, and then let's see, from Ruby Rose, we need to go to, I think Delicious Pink is what we chose. Yes, Delicious Pink. Well, you absolutely should. All right, Delicious Pink. Use some of that up top in the carrot. Okay. Then next we've got, let's see, fudge. In with that carrot. Okay, then we've got saffron. Let's see, I don't know that we need much more carrot. We'll put a little extra down here. kind of bringing all that in. But I think what we should do is use... Right? Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I haven't like briefly, like when we've done a stream and I've gone and watched it, I've had to go back to the stream to see like, okay, what colors did I use again? Okay, so just a little bit of Sabre there. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and try it with our blender and see how much that brightens up even more. Because what we're going to do for the parts of the petal that are behind the glass, we're going to be using white to blend that so it'll look lighter than this one. The stuff that's in the opening of the terrarium is going to end up looking more vibrant than the stuff behind the glass. Okay. So we're just burnishing that a little bit. The paper in these books are pretty smooth, so you don't need to burnish too much, but it's not so smooth that you can't layer up. See, I love that. Okay, let's do a couple of these petals here because I want to make sure and do some of this glass too. Okay, I'm gonna turn it just a little bit. Here we go. Let's see, is this tea cooled? Yes, it has. All right, so let's do this one again. And we are gonna start with the burgundy. Yeah, see, there you go. All right, so we're gonna start with, did I grab burgundy? Yes, burgundy is going to be our first color on this side. And you know, you just gotta kind of build up the layers a bit. I'm gonna use the same here. And actually, I'm gonna use the same amount of pressure on the glass side as I am everywhere else because we're gonna be using the white on this side. Okay, gonna build that burgundy up under where those are overlapping. All right, then we've got the ruby rose. How many Black Widow sets am I using right now? For this particular petal, we've got, let's see, we have the Scorpion set, we've got the Dragon set, Scorpion, let's see, then we've got Monarch, and Light Tone, oof, fit that in there. And then we've got, let's see, here we can zoom out for a second. Let's see. Tanned, which is Scorpion. Carrot is the light tone set. And then we got Sabre from the Dragon and Coal from the Monarch set. So Scorpion, Dragon, Monarch, light tone set. Yeah, those are the ones. So Scorpion, Dragon, Monarch, light tone set. So 4 different sets. But when you have them all laid out on the single chart, you know, it's easy to be like, oh, okay, well, I want this, this, and this color. But I also understand that not everybody has those sets. So, you know, find the color combinations that work best for you for the sets that you have. Right, I know, Deborah. But I mean, honestly, would I have really wanted to wait for that? I mean, at the time, we didn't know that they were going to re-release them. So I'll probably... I don't know. I mean, because it's still going to be the same, I assume the same formulas, but I have no desire to get a new set until this one runs out. All right, so that is Ruby Rose. Now we're going to grab, actually going to grab Carrot now. Okay, we're going to start at the tip. I'm going to go a little bit lighter on this one. I felt like the Carrot was a little heavier than I would have liked on that first one. Okay, so there's the Carrot. You can always darken it up a little bit. All right, now we'll go into the Delicious Pink. Gonna go over that Burgundy and Ruby Rose. Exactly, exactly. Okay, Fudge. And I do like that they're fairly complete sets on their own. You know, you don't have to purchase all 180, because I definitely purchased mine over time. It wasn't like all of them all at once. All right, Saffron. That would have been a little intense. Okay, then we have Tanned. All right. And then we have the Carrot, which we've already used. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the Sabre. Okay, we're just going to go lightly because we've got 2 overlap petals here. So it's obviously going to be a little bit darker than the one that we have here on the right. Okay. So underneath those petals and then just right on up. Getting all your Black Widows like a week before they came out with the color test. Oh, Deborah, by 1 week. Oh, goodness. All right, we're going to do it right up the middle. Yeah, that's got to be frustrating. So close. I see what you mean now. I see what you mean. Okay, so Saber, where those overlap. Okay, let's grab a little bit of Coal. Ooh, and those are good too. Those are real good. So if anybody's watching or following along, if you also need your color charts for your Black Widow sets, I've got a color chart that has all of them on one page, which is the one I'm using. And then I have one sorted by types, and you can find those over on my website. You can type in !website, or if you are watching this afterwards, just go to emilyillustrator.com/downloads. Everything's free on there. All right, so there's Coal. Now we're gonna grab Burgundy again. Oh, I'm sorry, Frederica. I'm not sure why that happened. All right, Burgundy. Okay. Go over those, up the middle again. All right, then we're gonna grab the Ruby Rose. Thank you, Shannon. Ruby Rose, we're gonna start bringing in some of this pink on the top here, and then we'll start bringing in some of that carrot as well. Okay, let's actually grab the carrot now. And do a little bit more on the orange tip, but we're gonna bring that orange in the bottom as well. Okay, all right, let's grab our delicious pink. Okay, and fudge. There we go. And saffron. Hi, Celeste. How are you? Okay, there is the saffron. Let's get a little bit more of that Saber right under here before we use our blender, because we have quite the overlapped petal here. Okay. All right, let's use our blender now. Those oranges really pop when we start to burnish these out. Okay. Here we go. It's coming along. All right, let's do one more petal of this. We're gonna do this one, and then we will move on to another section, perhaps the leaves. Hang on one second. Sorry about that. We need to work on the ground too. There's so much on here. Aw, thanks, Kenny. Yeah, I mean, honestly, sometimes the trick is just getting loads of colors and just packing them in there. Aw, thank you, Frederica. Okay, so let's start with burgundy. Okay, and again, these are overlapped. So I'm gonna turn this because I wanna be able to do the flicks in the direction of the petal. There we go. So I apologize for the turny turn. Okay, right up along this petal here. Now this one is the one that's overlapping this one, so this one won't get as dark as some of these others. Okay, but we're still gonna do the flicks. Okay. Here we go. I am going to use white on the second part, but I also used the blender. We're gonna do white on top of that when we move to that section. I am indeedy. All right, so now Ruby Rose. Okay. Now this one's got an interesting kind of like little curve here, so we'll work with that. Okay. Then we're gonna grab the, it's raining, storming again, it's all nice. Yeah, we had, oh, tornado alerts. Yeah, I haven't even grabbed my white out. I should probably do that. Yeah, we had a pretty big storm roll through here. Poor garden got flooded again. I need to come up with a more permanent solution to keep the water from, we got this one part in our yard that kind of dips down a little bit, and the garden is, I didn't think of it when I did it, but the garden is unfortunately placed in an area that collects all of that. So I was doing a little bit of salvaging today. I'm just beginning to think that I need to plant hardier plants. The poor lettuce is just like, why? All right, so now we're gonna use the delicious pink. Actually, the sound that the sharpener made, that's the internal screaming that all of my lettuce is doing. The tomatoes looking great though. The strawberries are nice and hardy. The carrots are like, heck yeah, man, drown me more, woo! Yeah, I think I'll need to. I think I'll need to for next year. All right, carrot. Here. Okay, and then this one here. We're kind of following the lines that she drew in. Plant lettuce in container. Yeah, I'm thinking I need to do that. High winds, no actual tornadoes. Yeah, we get some winds around here, but mostly we just get this massive pelting rain. Being from the Northwest, like we would get little stinging rain there, but here it's just like, oh, here, let me dump a bucket on you. Do you have 5 more buckets? I want to dump all those on you too. I'm like, okay, thanks, Mother Nature. Ooh, nice, Shannon. God, I'm even going to talk about tomatoes. Wait, what happened with tomatoes, Tanya? All right, we're going to use fudge. Did you plant a garden and your tomatoes took sides and went to go live with the squirrels? What happened with the tomatoes? So when you've got this like bar between it, it definitely makes for flow of flicking problems. All right, so now we're going to use saffron. Okay, and then tanned. Fill in the rest of that. Okay, now let's grab our carrot again. Hi, Sydney. No, we're good. We're good. We still have an hour. We still have an hour. Oh no. Well, to be fair, like a lot of our plants, we got like already started from the plant store. Except for the lettuce. Some of the lettuce. Some of them we started from seeds. All right, let's grab Ruby Rose. Flow of flicking. Exactly. All right, so Ruby Rose. Just a little bit on this one. Okay. All right, let's grab our saber. Yes, of course, Sydney. Yeah, we'll still be here for a little bit. You're good. All right, so wait, that's Cole. Whew, almost grabbed the wrong one. Where did saber? Oh, it's over here. Haha. It's hiding from me. All right, so saber. All right, right in there, but just a little bit. Over here is where we're gonna get more of the saber. Okay, that's part 2. Now up on there. All right, now let's grab our burgundy again. Let's see. I got fake blue hydrangeas for my new house so they'll never die. Yay, I like it. Tanya says, I had a tomato plant that I named Stella. She was offed by the yard guy and hid her remains in the bushes. Oh, he tried to hide the evidence that he offed your tomato plant? Rude. So rude. Oh my word. Let's see. Let's have a moment of silence for Stella. We're sorry, Stella. Oh, I'm glad, Sydney. Oh no, you did? Tanya says, very traumatic. I took care of her all by myself and everything. What did he do? Like take a weed eater to her? All right, burgundy, or did he just like mow the lawn and mow over? Honestly, when the guys come to mow the lawn, I make sure that I'm there when they go out there, and then I go there, because sometimes there's different guys mowing the lawn. It's not always the same guy. And I go out and be like, all right, this is the garden. If you kill the garden, my children will cry. You will make actual tears from small children happen if you kill this garden. They're like, right, don't kill the garden. I'm like, okay, as long as we're clear. Good night, Sarah. Yes, keep her memory alive for Stella. Well, Tanya, would it make you feel better if we named our plant Stella in honor of poor murdered Stella? All right, Ruby Rose. And then we're gonna grab Delicious Pink. Yeah, flow of flicking. You know, it reminds me of like this thing right here. It's throwing off the groove of the flicking. You know, like Emperor's New Groove. Throw off my groove. Don't throw off the groove. All right, a little bit of coal now. Hydrangea will be Stella. There you go. That's okay, Sydney. You can use whatever colors you like. Whatever colors, whatever pencils, it'll all work out just fine. Because honestly, the method that I'm using for these pencils would be the same method I would use with almost any other one. It might. Okay, all right. I'll tell the kids that our tomato plant needs to be named Stella. All right, so now we're going to use the blender, kind of darken that up. There we go. Here we are. Okay. Okay. Now, we'll go ahead and grab our white now so I can show you what it's going to look like. My mower guy ran over the mums last year. They're planted from, oh no. Well, see, we've got these bushes that are planted out in front of the house that were here when we moved in. And the rental company will be upset with us if we destroy them. Well, the mower guys destroyed them. So we're like, all right, we didn't destroy these. He just decided to, you know, because they've got one of those automatic ones that they're hitting house after house after house. Well, he just right over the top of one of them. Yeah, I love them. I love them. All right, so now we're going to use the white. And we are going to, I'm pressing fairly hard. I want there to be a clear difference in vibrancy of these petals and the ones that are in the opening. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Ta-da! Perfect. Okay. So, and it'll make more sense too once we have more of it filled in. Sure, Michaela, what's your question? All right. Unless it's like, hey, do you know how to rob a bank? I'm probably going to be like, no, I don't know how to rob a bank. You're probably going to have to do a little internet research on that one. Not that I'm condoning robbing a bank. Emily Illustrator is not held liable for any banks robbed in the future. Terms and conditions apply. Okay, so let's move on to some of these leaves, shall we? Okay, let's go ahead and use, let's do, what do I want on there? Fang green and iceberg are nice. We get charcoal green. Yeah, let's do fang green, grass green, iceberg, and charcoal green. Let's get all four of those. Sydney, I'm glad. All right, so they're all going to be right next to each other, so that works out well. All right, so let's grab, zoom out for a second. All right, so we have iceberg, which is number 60. Then we're going to have, wait a minute. This isn't right. Oh, it's because I'm looking at them backwards. I'm like, why aren't these next to each other? Okay, so iceberg, charcoal green. We have fang green and green grass. Perfect. Oh, good. Yeah, get a new Stella. Stella! All right, let's go ahead and sharpen. Okay. And we will probably use burgundy for our contrasting shadow color on the leaf. Okay. Let's go ahead and move that. And we are going to start with the fang green. Okay, so we have fang green from the Scorpion set, from the Black Widow set. We have iceberg from the Monarch set, green grass from the Scorpion set, and charcoal green from the Scorpion set. Let's see. I want to live in an art store with my dog. Does that count anywhere in the world? I get all the supplies for free and they grow back, and I get all the supplies around the world. Sydney, I will move there with you. I was watching a coloring video earlier and wanted to use my Artisas. Then I realized I only have 72 set, which doesn't have the colors they were using. Now I need to eventually get the 120 set. Ooh, all right. Well, no, I don't want to give the secret. Let's just say that the giveaway stream we have planned may or may not have something to do with Arteza. She didn't hear it from me. I think the big mushrooms are chanterelle. The small in the back look like Japanese mushroom. Oh, okay. We fired said yard guy. Well, yeah. He's supposed to help the plants grow, not kill them. All right, so we're gonna start with Fang Green. Okay. And then I think when we're done with some of these leaves, we're gonna work on the ground. The coloring forever. Okay, that sounds good. Oh, what is your news, Sydney? Like that, don't you? All right, so Fang Green first. Do you restrict your videos to an adult audience? I need a color buddy so you can. Okay, nice. Yes, Michaela. So I put mine that they are not for children. You cannot monetize your videos if you put them that they are for children. Not to mention, if I put them that they're for children, then, it ends up on kids' YouTube. It's when they made that go through, it made it very particular because a lot of the colorists and people that did like unboxings like Nerdy Crafter, they were all really concerned because, if the bot goes through and says, oh, there's a kid's character there, it could ding you saying, hey, this is for kids. You need to mark it for kids. So that was a big concern. But no, I mark mine for adults. I don't know what kind of laugh that was, but Shannon. Okay. Oh, yes, they do blend very well. That caught me way off guard. All right. Never a dull moment here. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, what was hey, look, grass green. I don't even know. All right then. I mean, you guys only ever see my hands or arms. It could possibly. Right, Sydney? It's just very possible, but I'll be honest with you guys. I am currently wearing pants, so you're good. You're good. All right, so green grass. Oh my gosh, you're hilarious, Shannon. Actually, I also want to grab washed green. I want to grab washed green as well, which is, let's see, that's iceberg. Is this washed green? No, that's forest. Washed green. Here we go. I absolutely am not. No. Oh, take a rest. Take a rest. No, I am fully clothed. You're all good. You're all good. All right, let's use washed green here. Hey, Steve. He came in to check. Hashtag husband life. All right, green grass. Goofball. Well, if you want to be boring. No. See, that's for the other channel I have called Only Crayons. Jeez. Yeah, to be fair, Tonya, yeah, it gets pretty hot down there. All right, charcoal green. Charcoal green. I should copyright that though. Only Crayons. Make that a alternative coloring website. All right, charcoal green. Let's also grab coal. See, this is definitely definitely not marked for children. All right, so Cole. Just a little bit. We'll do the inside of the leaf here in a second. Okay, then we're gonna grab our fang green. Sydney. All right, let's see. Fang green again. Here we go. And green grass. Where did it go? There. Nope, that's charcoal green. Green grass, where are you? There you are. Adult coloring. There you go. All right, gonna go over that just a little bit. All right, and then let's grab a little bit of burgundy. Okay, gonna give this a quick sharpen. And we're gonna add a couple flicks of the burgundy. I wanna bring in some of that red on the leaf as well. Okay, so now we're gonna grab, do you want to restrict your videos to an adult audience even when you have a coloring channel? Absolutely, yes. Because despite the fact that I'm coloring pages, when I do these tutorials, they are not intended. I do not, I mean, I suppose teach is the word we could use. I don't do them intended for children. You know, sure, my kids like to watch, but yeah, no, I don't intend on these to be color-alongs for children by any means, because we do talk about different things. You know, we don't really talk about politics or religion. We stay away from those, but you know, we do there are some adult themes and it's not necessarily appropriate for children. You know, I don't want to be the one to break to them, you know, about Santa and the Easter Bunny, so I just, you know. Ah, gotcha, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and do Fang Green again. Well, I did iceberg on that part there. Okay, and then Fang Green. So the lighter part of this is going to be on the top, so we're going to follow Fang Green down here. Okay. Now we're going to get green grass. Yeah, exactly, adult coloring. Yeah, and I never really know what direction it's going to take, but yeah, it would complicate things immensely if I was marked for children. And I would have a much different tone, much different approach if I was doing for kids, but yeah. I mean, it's not like we're raunchy or anything. I mean, I steer away from swearing and everything, but there are some adult conversations that happen at times that are not that. Basically, if it's not something if it's not a conversation I'd want to have with my own children, then it's not appropriate, I feel like, for other people's children, kind of thing. They are friends, Deborah. They're friends, and they hang out sometimes in the off season, and yeah. All right, let's use Cole. Yeah, they like to chill. That's what's about them. Sometimes they compare, you know, lists. No, you just give him something to do, that's all. All right, let's see. Where is charcoal green? I'm gonna grab charcoal green. Okay. Plus, if it was for kids, nobody would be able to comment, so. That's one of the reasons why I don't let the kids linger too long of the videos, because technically if there's children in it, I can't monetize it either. Yeah, no, they're just, they like to hang out and spend extra time with one another, and you know, sometimes Santa has leftover stocking stuffers that he shares with the Easter Bunny, that's all. Hi, Valentina. She would go to Australia with a one-way ticket. I like it. Christina says, got a Halloween set of 36 today. Happy mail as prize for entering the color chat. Awesome, Christina. That's exciting. All right, let's go ahead and use Fang Green. Okay. Let's see. How do I want to do this. Let's bring a little bit of this fang green up on the edge, just a bit. Just a little bit. Okay, now let's grab the iceberg. That's amazing. Don't y'all get me started on Santa Claus either. Oh no, what did Santa Claus do, Tanya? Was Santa Claus in on the Stella conspiracy? All right, burgundy. Just a little bit in the darkest areas. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and use the Blendy Blend blender. There we go. Really ups the vibrancy on it. There we go. All right, so that is our leaf. Now we will do the same for this one and this one, except it will get, oh, that's right. Didn't your brothers like terrify you about him? So this here will also go here and here. So let's go ahead and get started on here. I think it might be fun if we did some sort of mossy green on the top and then we did the dirt on the bottom. I think that could work. And an extender? I could. But then every time I sharpen it, I have to take it out because then it slides around. All right, so let's look at what we have for our greens. We already have fang green. I think that this would be a good situation for forest green, leaf green, and apple, I think. Yeah, forest green, leaf green, and apple. So forest green is number 96. Let's see, 96, 96, 96. And it is from the Black Widow set. Let's see, forest green. No, wait, that's just forest. Why did I read Black Widow set? Oh, because I was reading fang green. Forest green. There we go. Forest. Let's see. Leaf green. And apple. Okay, so we have Cobra set and Monarch set. Easter Bunny is the equivalent to Creepy Clown to me. Oh no! Use tape. There you go. Let's see. That's okay for now. We're gonna want to get some brown in here. So we already have Huntsman, which we have over here because we used on the outside. So that's Huntsman. All right, let's get started with it with these colors. Okay, so let's give it a quick sharpen. Yeah, forest green. Okay, because I want it to be a different temperature of green than we were doing for the leaves. So these are a little bit of a cooler green, so we're gonna do a warmer green for the mossy kind of darker part. But we may go ahead and, let's see, I've got forest green. We'll probably use charcoal green as well. So let's see, that's coal. This is charcoal green, okay. How many sets make up the 180 total set? They are, I want to say 7. So it is Black Widow, Cobra, Scorpion, Monarch, Dark Tone, Light Tone, and Dragon. So yeah, 7 sets. Of going handheld? I do have handheld. I've got all 3 sharpeners out here. It's just the electric one is faster. So we have the Doll 133. We have got the handheld 2-hole battery sharpener, as well as the Staedtler sharpener. This is not the Norris, but it is a Staedtler sharpener. But yeah. Yeah, the bottom was full of dirt. Yeah, so I'm gonna do like mossy kind of stuff on here, and then we'll do dirt on the bottom. So let's start with forest green. There we go. Oh, and hi, Sunshine. I read your question, but didn't read your name, so hello. All right, so we're gonna start with forest. Okay. And we're gonna get some of this in here. We're definitely gonna go darker back there, but I wanna lay down the undertones. Okay. And there's nothing that says that the green has to stop there. What we can actually do is bring some of this green down underneath where it's going to peek out a little bit. And then we can start adding the dirt around it. And it's going to make it look a little bit more believable rather than just stopping right there. Okay, let's see. Ooh, that kind of bothers me. That there's an outline here, but not here. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. I'll live. Yeah, 2 skin, spider set, cobra set, monarch set, and the dragon set. Yeah. Thanks, Sydney. It is. It's incredibly full. I need to empty it. But then that means getting up and going across the room to do it. Because, oh wait, I do have my jar here. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I got this jar here. I did empty this jar recently. Okay, hang on. Do this away from my tea. That's the only thing about this sharpener. Oh no, maybe this was a mistake. Well, we've come too far. Is that the reservoir does not hold much. You guys are about to see a big old mess. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, because it's all punched in there. Okay, we're gonna leave you there. Don't move. Can I refrain from making a giant mess? Okay, now we gotta do this fella. Because it is packed, I tell you. Oh no! Okay, as long as most of the shavings get in. This one I usually do over the garbage can. But the garbage can is across the room. All right, come here, you. Yeah, it's been a while since I emptied it. Come on, you. Right? Exactly. Oh, I'm making a mess. Hang on. Hang on. We almost got it all. Okay, I need like, oh, I need my little, where is my little ladybug? Oh, my ladybug vacuums across the room too. All right. Okay. I find that more with my handheld ones. I haven't found it too much with this one. I just find that it struggles more when it's as full as it is. All right, we're gonna sweep up here. That wasn't too bad. I honestly thought I was gonna make a lot bigger mess with that. That wasn't too terrible. All right, ta-da! Right, it probably will. All right, let's just empty this one while we're at it. We just need to have a whole channel where I just empty sharpeners. Those are the episodes. Or like do shorts, be like, today's episode of emptying pencil sharpeners. I only spilled half of it. Okay. Now everybody's just waiting to see how big of a mess I'm actually gonna make. Hey, that wasn't too shabby. There we go. You wanna know really great fire starters? If you take your shavings in an old paper egg carton and then put a little bit of wax on it, like put the shavings in the paper egg carton and then put a little wax on it, then it can start that way and then you've got little personal fire starters. Also throw in some lint in those just for good measure. There you go, that's your TikTok, right? Yeah, that wasn't too bad. A whole TikTok where I just sharpen pencils and empty pencil sharpeners. Okay, I'm actually pretty amazed that I didn't make a bigger mess. And that was without my tiny little vacuum. All right, huzzah. Oh no, but we did get a little bit on here. Is it gonna sweep off? Oh, almost all of it. Okay, we'll have to erase that later. This is why you don't empty pencil sharpeners on top of the page you're working on. Okay there, Pyro. Oh, it's great. If you have a wood stove at home and you need fire starters, you gather up the shavings, you gather lint from the dryer, put them in individual paper egg cartons, and then put, people would watch, we TikTok junkies scroll mindlessly for hours. Exactly. Ooh, I could do, oh my gosh, because I could take the front off and I could do like slow motion pencil sharpening and like actually show it sharpening. Oh my gosh, this is genius. I'm starting a pencil shavings TikTok. I'm doing it. I guess I should check to see if someone else has already done it. And then you can cut the individual paper 8 cartons, and then you can start your fires with that. Emily Illustrator is not responsible for any fires started that got out of control. Terms and conditions apply. Just gotta throw those in there, you know, covering my bases. Okay, where did my green pencil go? What was I using? What do we got here? We've got leaf green, apple. I was using a darker green. What is it? What is it? Green grass. Oh, Lord. Hang on. Okay, that's Saber. What was I using, guys? What was I using? Okay, burgundy. Fang green. Was some sort of olive or moss, wasn't it? I think I'm losing my mind. Forest. Oh, wait, forest. Forest was it. That's what it was. Okay. All right. This thing here is driving me crazy. We need our handy dandy eraser drawer here. We got kneaded erasers. We got plastic erasers. We got battery erasers. Got all the erasers. Oh, and that smeared that. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh no. All right. So where were we? Here we go. There we go. All right. So forest. No, that's fang green. Forest. Forest. Here we go. Yay. We survived it. And now our sharpeners are nice and clear. Okay. Let's see. I could name the TikTok Pencil Shavings Incorporated. You know, make it sound official. Chris, I love it. That's awesome. All right, so we're using forest. We're gonna add in all of kind of our dark areas. We have all these little kind of ups and down bits, and that's where we're gonna put this. These are all the technical terms. Ups and down bits. You know, we got a vague disclaimer is nobody's friend. It's actually a line from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Ooh, if there's any Buffy fans out there, if you can tell me who said that and to who, extra bonus points. Of course, I may just be, you know, showing my hardcore Buffy fandom side. Ooh, I cannot handle those. Every now and then, for some reason, it will get suggested on a feed, and I immediately hit the 3 dots, and I'm like, no, this is irrelevant to me. I don't want to see this anymore. It makes me want to yak. I cannot watch those. I mean, I get why people want to watch them, but I can't. I just can't. Hi, Lolly. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. All right, let's see. Let's do a little bit there. Okay, all right. I think that's enough for forest. Okay, leaf green. I don't know. Am I alone in my love for Buffy? Let's get a, if you have watched Buffy, go ahead and put a hands up. Or, you know, one of the hands. If you watch Buffy and you also really enjoy Buffy, so you've watched it more, put up 2 hands. Because I'm just curious if there are any Buffy fans out there. Also, if you watch back and you know the answer to that little bit of trivia, feel free to put it in the comments. A vague disclaimer is nobody's friend. Who said it and to whom? Oh, Christine! Yep, it was Willow. It was Willow. I'll give you a hint in just a little bit as to who she said it to. I do love me some Buffy. I haven't watched it in ages, but that's mostly because when I go through the episodes to think about it, I choose not to because I can literally, like, I have the episodes practically memorized. Like I could replay the entire like series in my head. Although now I kind of want to go through it again. Now that I'm talking about it. I love Buffy. Buffy is so good. It's just like, it's so niche. All right, Christine, I'll give you a hint. Willow was talking to one of Buffy's boyfriends. Post-Angel. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It was a popular sitcom. No, I wouldn't call it a sitcom. It was a popular show in the 90s that was about a vampire slayer who has extra special powers. Shenanigans ensue, and I'm totally a Spike fan over Angel. All right, Christine, you and me, we can be the what do we call them? Buffheads? That seems silly. It's so good. I'm trying to think, where is it streaming on now? All right, so let's see. Mrs. Brown's Boys on BritBox. Oh, what's that about? All right, now we're gonna use Apple. And we're actually gonna fill in the rest of this with Apple, and then we're gonna add in some more shadows and get it looking a little bit different. Okay. I don't know, I feel like a terrarium needs moss. Yep, totally Spike. That'll do it, Anissa. Yes, it's Riley. It is Riley. That is before, although technically, I guess he wasn't her boyfriend then. That was before he and Buffy got together, and he was trying to get Willow to help him to figure out what is Buffy like? How can I have a conversation with her? And that was post Willow and Oz's breakup. So Willow was feeling a little salty towards men. All right, let's see. I mean, she ends up with Tara anyway, so it all worked out, but... Oh, spoiler alert for anyone watching it. My bad. All right, Charcoal Gray. It's been out since the 90s. I mean, you've had a chance to watch it. All right, so Charcoal Green. Honestly, probably one of my favorite episodes would be the Once More with Feeling, the episode where the entire show turns into a musical. It's amazing. Right? I love Tara. She's a really good singer, too. It's a comedy. The lead character is played by a guy dressed as an elderly lady who has her kids and father-in-law all living with her. They keep outtakes in the show. Oh, how funny. Really, Loretta? Why not? I mean, actually, I get that because there are some things that as an adult that I can't watch now. But I don't know, like I think probably my favorite genre of TV would be like science fiction, supernatural kind of style, fantasy, that kind of thing. All right, so we're still using Charcoal Green. Okay. But it's so good. Knee deep in Vampire Diaries are now? Okay. That's fair, Loretta. That's fair. It's just so funny and hilarious, the whole thing. And the funny thing is the woman who played Willow, oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank on her name? I was just looking at her Instagram the other day. She also played Lily on How I Met Your Mother. Anyway, she's not a singer. She vehemently does not want to sing. She's like, look, guys, you don't want me to sing. So they gave her like the least amount of singing, and her singing was more like William Shatner talking style. All right. I think you can do like a trial of BritBox for a while. All right, let's go ahead and go in with the Fang Green again. I know, at this point, I think that Buffy is probably considered more of a cult classic than anything else. Okay. Thing of it is when I rewatch it though, I get sad because I don't actually want it to end, and I'm like, oh, now it's the end. Like, I feel like there's so much more storyline they could do that would be so good. So then I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go watch Angel, which is always a mistake because it has like the worst series finale like ever. Allison Hannigan, thank you. I couldn't think of it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Allison Hannigan, who actually in real life married Wesley, which I think is super funny and awesome. All right, so we're using Fang Green. Okay, let's see. Fang Green, and then we're going to move on to Leaf Green. And I'm actually going to sharpen it. The sharpener does sound like it's screaming a lot less now. Hi, Julie, how are you? And then we're going to go a little bit, press a little bit harder, and I want to add some texture into what we're doing now because we want this to look a little mossy. Okay, totally random question, but favorite Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks movie collaboration? Go. I mean, let's see. We've got Joe versus the Volcano, Sleepless in Seattle, and You've Got Mail. Those are the only three I can think of. Are there any other collaborations that they did? Possibly, but the thing of it is it was pretty good. Angel was pretty good for a while. It just ended terribly. Because they got a lot of the characters from Buffy to move over to that as well after she graduated high school. But it was still kind of like a fresh idea. So I'm doing just like kind of little half circles, not spirals, but just enough to add some texture. And we'll probably go through and do that with the charcoal green as well. And then we'll use the blender on it. Yeah, right? The blending was terrible. Yeah, You've Got Mail. Sleepless in Seattle. See, I also love Sleepless in Seattle because it's based off of the premise in it where they go to the Empire State Building is from An Affair to Remember with Cary Grant and Deborah Kerr. And I also love, love, love that movie. The soundtrack. Oh, it's so good. Plus Cary Grant. I was looking up. You were there. Oh, it's so good. We need to have like a chick flick night. Like in Discord. I don't know if that's a possible thing. But still. Such a good movie. So good. Alright, sharpen. Alright, we're going to come in with our charcoal green. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to come in with the coal. We're going to use coal. Here we go. Once at a casino, there was a lady who was really loud, did some screaming. So at one point I said out loud, I'll have what she's having. And everyone around me started laughing. That's awesome. All right. So let's see. Coal. Get a little bit darker here. And then it'll all kind of balance out once we use the blender on it. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm just doing little twirlies here. It's the technical term for it, I swear. I've watched all of those. I don't like them as much as I did like the original. And I wasn't like a huge fan of the original. I probably need to give originals another chance. But Legacies was a little too, I don't know, young, I think would be the term. I don't know. All right, let's use a little bit of Fang Green. Okay. Also a few swirlies. Swear it's the fancy technical name for it. Okay. All right, now we're gonna use that apple. Best out of 3, yeah. Hi, Tech Gal, how are you? Okay, apple green. Okay, let's add a little bit of brown. So we're gonna grab our Huntsman, which is, let's see, that's Black Widow. Here it is. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Michaela, your thing must be way behind. We talked about that like 30 minutes ago. But eventually we'll get to it. And yeah, no, you cannot monetize videos when it's age restricted. Like if it's restricted to kids, it cannot be monetized. Yeah, that's basically it. Oh, sounds good, Tech Gal. All right, so Huntsman. I'm gonna add in a little bit of brown. Okay. All right. Just bringing in a little bit of that brown. Here we go. Okay, and we are about to use that blender. Okay, let's give it a quick sharpen. And we may add a little bit more shadow to it later, but let's use our blender for now. These ones behind the glass will also get white. So we'll have a bit of tint on it to make it a little less saturated. There we go. Okay, now let's take our white. Now I don't want to go back and forth with the white because I don't want to lose the little texture that we put on there. So we're actually going to do little circles for using the white on top of here. So little circles. Like I said, the idea is to have it with a little bit of tint on top so it looks lighter than the one with the open window. Okay. Same thing here, the little circles. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the dirt. So what we put underneath here, let's go ahead and grab the, where was it? That's the Fang Green. So we're gonna do a little bit more of this. Then we're gonna get into some browns for the dirt, but I wanna make sure that some of this moss goes underneath that glass. So we're doing it kind of swirly-whirly a little bit. Okay, then we're gonna grab the leaf green. A little bit of that. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and grab our Huntsman. What did we want to do for our browns on here? Because it needs to be a darker kind of rich brown. So we're actually going to grab, gonna have the Black Widow, which is here. We're going to grab the, let's see, let's grab Dungeon and Chalk Tone. Okay, and maybe a little bit of Spiderweb maybe. So Dungeon, let's go ahead and zoom out here. Okay, Dungeon, let's see, that's Castle. There's Chalk Tone. Okay. Let's see, Dungeon sits next to Midnight. Here we are, Dungeon. Chalk Tone, and Black Widow, I think is what we'll work on. How many seasons was it? Bitten. Wait, what's Bitten about? All right, let's go ahead and zoom on in. I think this will look really cool when it's all done. It just takes a while to kind of build everything up. All right, let's give these a quick sharpen. Yeah, I haven't heard of The Lost Girl or Bitten. Where do you watch them on? Okay, so Chalk Tone. We have Black Widow and Dungeon. We'll go ahead and throw in Huntsman too. Okay, so let's start with Huntsman. Get some browns in there. Thanks, Kenny. Okay. So we're gonna do the kind of little swirlies. We're not doing flicks. We're not doing nice soft blends. We're doing little swirlies because this dirt is gonna have a lot of texture. I wanna make sure we can show that. We're gonna have some darkness on the sides, but I wanna make sure that the texture of this dirt comes through. So it's just like we're doing tiny little scribbles. Tales from the Loop on Amazon. They didn't renew for second season. I was bummed about that. Yeah, see, if I know that they're gonna like, if it's, you know, canceled and I haven't started it yet, and if it doesn't have a satisfying ending to the series, I'm just like, I don't want to end up disappointed after all this. So, no thanks, bye. Okay. Go a little bit there. All right, so that was Huntsman. Let's go ahead and come in with Dungeon. Oh, Bitten is kind of like based on werewolves, but revolves around a woman. Oh, okay. Oh, Lost Girl was on Netflix, but they took it off. Okay. Yeah, that sounds interesting. All right, so Dungeon. It's not too different when you put it like this with the others, so we're not going to do too much. It's got a little bit more of a green coloring to it. So, I mean, side by side, they do look different, but when you're doing little scribbles like this, it doesn't stand out too much. But we're just basically adding in the texture of the dirt. Okay, let's see. What's our lightest here? We're going to go in with Chalk Tone. We're going to go really light. So we want to build this up. Now, the thing of it is these are beneath glass. So the front of this, once we use the blender, is going to have white on it. And I know it looks like it's a little sloppy right now, but it's dirt. Like, you're going to want it to make sure that it looks like it has texture. Oh, hi, Emma. Min is based off a book and a series, Women of the Other World by Kelly Armstrong. Oh, you know, I've got some extra Audible credits. I could put that on my list to read next. Let's see. Bedtime for me now. Thanks for streaming. Thank you, Frederica, for being here. Appreciate it. Finds the world of... Okay. Thanks for being here, Allie. Okay, so we're using the Chalk Tone here. Okay. All right, now let's go back to, we're actually going to use the Black Widow now, and we're going to build up some of these darker layers. How are you, Emma? How have you been? Okay, so we're using the Black Widow color. Oddly enough, from the Black Widow set. Okay, it's gonna go right up along the side here, a little darker there. Okay, I wanna grab, let's see, Fang Green, yes. For these little bits of moss that are here, I wanna go a little bit darker on them. Just on like a single side here, so that it stands out from the dirt. There we go. And we'll use the apple green over the top there. There we go. Let's see. Oh, is Loretta hanging out too? Good night, Loretta. Have a great night. Oh, awesome, Emma. I'm so glad. It's good to make time for that. All right, so Black Widow. Before I got into coloring, I didn't really make much time for a creative outlet, and this has just been awesome for me. I love having a creative outlet. I feel like I've kind of dived back into a lot of the things I had a love for when I was younger. Not that I'm not young now, but I mean younger than I am now. For a while, my world just revolved around the kids, and it's not, again, not that that's a bad thing, but you also need to have something of yourself too. All right, so now we're going to use Huntsman. And we're doing circles, not flicks. We're doing little circles. Okay, and we're blending out from that Black Widow. Exactly, Emma, exactly. I agree 100%. Plus, you know, my kids can see that their mother has passion, and it's not just, you know, I don't know. I think it's good for the kids to see me enjoying something and see me working for something. Okay, getting in more of that kind of textured look. All right, now we're gonna grab Dungeon. Okay, just kind of doing the little circles. There we go. All right, and then let's grab the chalk tone. Oh, that's so nice, Ev. You got such a nice boss. All right, chalk tone. Now we're gonna use the blender on it, and then we're probably gonna add in some more darker colors, and then that's when afterwards we'll add our white, when we're completely done with that. All right, so let's go ahead and blend, blendy, blend, blend. See how much that's darkening that up? That's so nice. Okay, you can see that kind of green coming out from the dungeon. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna want to darken up some of these little spots. Okay. I swear, it's just these blender pencils. I swear, just kind of like wakes everything up. Exactly, Deborah, exactly. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and grab Black Widow. And we're gonna get some of these darker contrasting. That was not me. That just like gave up. Are you sad, Black Widow pencil? Do you need to talk to someone? That was just, you just decided you didn't want that anymore. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate it when that happens. It just sounds like you're eating up the whole pencil when you gotta resharpen it. Like, that one didn't even make a snap noise. That was just... Poor pencil. I'm so sorry you're feeling so dejected. Okay. A bit more here. I mean, dirt is nothing if not textured. It's dirt. Okay. Yeah, that was not a snap. It was like it gave up. It's like, oh, no thanks. I don't want to color this part. You know that meme of that little girl, the gif, where she's like on the beach and she's like, I take a nap right here. And she just like lays down on the sand. That's what the pencil was doing. It's like, no, I'm done now. I take a nap right here. Okay, poor pencil. I'm so sorry. Okay. Like, I didn't even feel it going. Normally when something's loose, like I can feel it a little bit, but I didn't even feel it. All right, let's use Huntsman. Aw, thanks, Christine. Practice makes progress, that's all. All right, I'm pressing a little bit harder with this now because we do have the blender on top of it, and I want to make sure we get this texture in here. So lots of little circles, pressing harder. Okay. There we go. All right, now we're gonna use Dungeon. Yeah, pencil swan dive, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Christine. All right, so we're using Dungeon, using the little swirls and such. Okay. Oh, went out of line on that one. Oh, well, we'll live. Okay, and chalk tone again. Kind of filling in the rest of that area there. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to blend with the white because this is behind glass. So we're going to do the swirls. We're going to do the brown by itself first and then the green. Because we will add more to the outside of the glass later when we do the glass, and it'll make it more clear that it's not just faded dirt. It is, in fact, behind glass. So lots of little swirls. Okay. We're here, and now let's do the green part. There we go. All right. Okay, I think that's okay for now. Yeah, oh, snap, exactly. All right, let's zoom out for a bit. All right, so what we are gonna catch up to next time, because like I said, I'm kind of setting myself to 2 stream limits for these things. I'm gonna catch up on this flower. We'll have these leaves over here I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do the rest of the frame. And then we'll get as much done as we can on our second part. But that's where we'll be at when we pick this back up on, what's today? Today's Friday? Friday. When we pick this up on Wednesday morning, okay, we're gonna tackle some of this stuff in here, and we're gonna do the glass. So Wednesday morning is glass day, okay? So this is where we're at for this. I'll get caught up and get us all prepped and ready for Wednesday. Then we'll do something new on Friday. All right? Okay, everyone. I think that's everything. Ev, thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate you for that. Everybody, keep being awesome and amazing. And I will, oh, thanks, Kenny. I will see you all on Wednesday. Have a great weekend. Have a good Mother's Day. 10 a.m. Wednesday, Deborah, 10 a.m. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. All right. Chat with everybody later.